Welcome to this evening's presentation. We are looking at infrared light therapy again, and we're digging deep into the actual devices that are available, the ones that I have at 365 Healthy by Choice. We'll also talk about the infrared 14 micron saunas that I have and why I chose them, and a little bit more scientific information on infrared and red light therapy. So red light therapy will be an LED light, and infrared is from the invisible spectrum of the sunlight, just to say. So brace yourself. I've got maths, I've got all sorts of things and gadgets and all ready to share with you. One of the reasons that I've been doing a lot on the infrared light is a little bit more. Sorry, it just started to rain. The reason why I'm having a look at the infrared light is because, let's be honest, in this modern world that we're living in, we are not all in the sunlight as much as we should. So I happen to end up sitting with my earthing mat, one of my infrared mats near me, or something over my head, and also counteracting the blue light that's coming straight at me from the screen or the cell phone. So what we do is we make the best of the situation. I have my doors wide open. The photons are coming in all the time. And when I can, I step out and get into the sun, even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 15 minutes, put my feet on the ground, have a drink and let the sunshine come in onto my skin. So in that way, I'm also adding to whatever I'm doing inside. So I do urge you all to do this. I'm not infrared therapies, grounding therapies, and that are not to replace the real thing, the real deal. Sunlight, earthing, breathing, hydration, etc., are absolutely paramount to our health. So don't for one moment think that there's any substitute. There actually isn't. But we can do the best we can inside. So without further, let me bring up the slides and start sharing with you. And I'm titled today, From Fatigue to Radiance, Infrared Light for the Whole Body Renewal. And the other reason why I'm speaking a lot about infrared is because on a personal level, and when I work with my clients, I see remarkable improvements because the organs detox, the blood flows, the circulation carries the oxygen, and remarkable effects on the skin, weight loss. You sweat a lot. It's equivalent to running a 10-kilometer race or run in my infrared saunas. That's how powerful they are. So I see parasites dissolving, dying. I see pain and inflammation reducing. So that's why I'm sharing it with you, because it's a very valuable adjunct to potentiate whatever we're doing with the 365 Healthy by Choice, natural nutrients, whatever I'm doing with the quantum devices, whatever I'm doing in a distance reconstructive healing way, and whatever I'm doing, it's a valuable adjunct. So here we have in front of us the wavelength in nanometers. And I'll just enlarge it a little bit more so you can see a bit closer, or you can enlarge it on your own screen. But we're starting over there with ultraviolet light, which we all try to block out because it has dangerous effects. It's not completely dangerous, but when the UV index is too high, it's very dangerous for our skin, cancer forming. And then we go from the ultraviolet through to indigo, dark blue, light blue, green, coming through to yellow and amber and orange, and then we hit the red light. And this is when it starts becoming invisible. So from here onwards towards the 1,000 nanometers, at the 1,000 nanometers, and from about 850 onwards, it's invisible. So that is what infrared light is. It's the invisible part, and the LED red light is the visible part. So I have got devices actually that have both. I don't know if you can see. You can see a little silver point, and you can see my red, the LED. So the little silver gray ones are the infrared, and the red ones are the infrared. Why do we combine the two? Because they actually both have fantastic effects. So straight LED red light will also block off the straight LED blue light that's coming at you from your computer. It's nice to have it on you. You see, I've put mine on me straight away there, and I'm counterbalancing it. And I'm also feeding myself with wonderful healing red light and infrared. So my devices have both. And I think that's the trick. My infrared sauna are the same. So what we want to do is discover a little bit more about what these devices can do for us. And let's just have a look and clarify what far infrared is. The sun rays have got electromagnetic energy, and electromagnetic energy is also used in our Quantum Apex Geo software and devices. And so it's not new to us. We know all about it. It's part of the invisible spectrum. We feel its heat. So the heat that's generated from an infrared device will be infrared heat. A red light is cool. So infrared heat is also called radiant heat. It's a form of energy that heats objects directly without heating the air in between. So if you're sitting in my sauna, it's going to come straight to you. It's not going to worry about the air in between. And the infrared sauna runs best at around about 50 degrees. It's not an 80-degree sauna like the Swedish saunas. One of my clients was saying, well, crank it up. I like it hot. I said, well, this is not actually about the heat. It's good to sweat, but this is about the infrared penetrating into your skin and doing wonderful things, which I'm going to share in a moment. So modern science has proved that this is part of the sun's invisible spectrum and benefits to the body. There are pub reviews, NIH reviews, clinical studies now done specifically on infrared, and it's included in some of the orthodox treatments. So the far infrared 14 micron rays occur at the end of the spectrum, which I showed you, and they can penetrate 3 to 4 centimeters into the body's organs, tissues, and cells. That's remarkable. Degenerative diseases, fibromyalgias, autoimmune, lupus, all these weird and wonderfuls starts regenerating, and you feel it while you're sitting in there. I've spoken before, your vision improves just by sitting in there and looking through the window. You get better visual acuity, just saying. So that's just one thing, but also your head just clears straight away as everything's happening. So the good thing is that it's dissolving the toxins that it's releasing. So the therapeutic effects, very, very wonderful. It lasts for a couple of days. So it's not that you have to hammer yourself every day with an infrared sauna, because the zing, call it the amazing, lasts for a couple of days. So let's have a look at this one. You see there in that small little, where the rainbow colors are, that is the visible spectrum. We've got the ultraviolet over there, and X-rays and cosmic rays and gamma rays. Cosmic rays are the actual beneficial cosmic microwaves, which are very beneficial. And they have a 0.001 nanometer reading. But these others, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, this around about the 10 nanometers, they're destructive. So we come into the infrared rays, and this is where if you go and step out into the sun, your body's computer, if you like, will receive the various wavelengths and take in what it needs. The same as when you take, for example, a quantum state nutrient of mine, the body will take what it wants. There's no tricking, there's no forcing, there's no chelation, nano coating, etc. with my nutrients. And it's the same when you step out in the sun, the body takes what it needs. And then we move into the infrared spectrum. So let me divide that up a bit here. If you can have a look at this graphic. Near infrared, middle infrared, and far infrared. Look at the different nanometer readings. And then we get the microwaves and the radio waves. The microwaves are dangerous too, because their frequency, the peaks and the troughs are too great. So what this is showing you is the stretch of the wavelength. So we're focusing here today specifically, and just to put that into scientific context for you, And then let's have a look at the types of infrared, which I did show you. So the near infrared, or NIR, is specifically good for cellular regeneration and deeper tissue penetration. So my infrared saunas are doing both of these. The mid-infrared for muscle relaxation and improved circulation. And then the far infrared specifically for the deep detoxification, skin benefits, and pain relief. So when you step into a sauna, you won't see the infrared. You will see the red LED that they've added in with the heating system. So that's just so you know that. The various devices also besides the sauna would be handheld devices, panels, and wraps. And I'm going to show you those now. So we put that into perspective. And then let's see when we're moving along here as well. How far infrared therapy, how does the detoxification actually occur? So through the sweating, it promotes sweating. It's a different kind of a sweating. You sweat and sweat and sweat. And it's always advisable to take in extra towels to wipe. And as you wipe, you're actually cleansing. By the time you finish cleansing and all the wet towels are discarded, you are pretty clean. So it promotes the sweating, which has an immune stimulating effect. It's one of the most effective and painless detoxifying treatments available. It's absolutely fun. I take my book in and I read. You can't really take your cell phone in because it's too hot, unfortunately. But I also relax and just, stay in the zero point. The sweat contains the same elements as urine, and this is particularly interesting. So the skin is sometimes called the third kidney. The elements of the urine are mainly, if it's pure, would be minerals and urea. So that's what's happening on the skin, and that urea is highly beneficial. Obviously, the toxins are coming through, which you're wiping off. And infrared therapy removes stored and circulating fat. Very, very important, crucial in today's environment where people are living on heated fat. I always tell the clients, only water at the stove, please. And it takes a couple of seconds for them to understand and to hear what I've said. Only water at the stove. On the table, we'll put the cold pressed flaxseed oil, which we'll add to the food once the food's cooled down. It's very, very important this, so that we are consuming cold pressed oils, because a heated oil is going to be stored and it's going to circulate in the blood and block the blood, so that the blood can't flow in the vein. It gets stuck, and that means the oxygen's not flowing, nor's the food. But more importantly, the major organs are not getting the amount of oxygen they need per minute, because the blood is slow and thick, and slow and thick also accumulates. So it removes the stored and circulating fat, both, and the fat stored chemicals. So most chemicals and toxins are formed in a fatty globule, such as pesticides, all the parabens, the drug residues, the parasites from the body, heavy metals, the nuclear material. Anything that's toxin will come out of the body. It leaves the normal cells alone completely. And you know it, because you step out of that sauna, you're feeling amazing, you're feeling lighter, you have your shower, and, well, the rest of the day is just perfect. And the sleep is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And so, as I wrote there, it's incorporated now into orthodox treatments because of scientific studies and things. This is for degeneration. The detoxification allows the body to reset and heal. So very, very important. And I'm bringing it to you because I'm seeing such fantastic results. And for example, this is by no means an exhaustive list, but I mean, really, you're going to achieve vibrant health, and that's true. You feel amazing. You feel the zing. You detoxify. You reduce stress, pain relief, diminished inflammation, promoting metabolism, removing toxins, weight loss, body shaping, reducing stress, beautiful for skin and beauty, in particular collagen formation, helps and increases blood circulation, deep relaxation, calming, liver detox and all the organs, and improving sleep. So when I show you the devices just now, bear all of this in mind, because that's what this is what it's doing. And here's some more. So if we want to experience this next level of wellness with our suite of infrared options, know that the infrared is stimulating and activating the mitochondria. And we spoke last time, you need ATP, TTP, CTP, and GTP, and you need oxygen and you need electrons. So when you've got those three, you're going to produce high energy levels, high life force. And that's what we want. Life force is our currency. So that is circulating electrons very close to the neutron and the proton. If they're vortexing, it's a very tight, fast vortex, for example. And then again, the blood's flowing, the oxygen's getting delivered to the cell where we need it. It's repairing the cells, regenerating them, removing degenerative cells, penetrating deep into the tissues, reducing pain and inflammation, soothing and rejuvenating warmth, supporting detoxification and immunity, promoting skin and collagen, and accelerates the recovery post-workout. So many sportsmen and women do come to remove the lactic acid, which is not needed. Okay, now let's have a look at some of these. This is a summary sheet, and we're going to be going through the infrared sauna. I'm going to take you through our infrared desk lamps, the different sizes, our panels. We've got some panels. I'm going to take you through our mat. And this mat's really cool because you can wrap it around your knee, your calf, wrap it on your back. You can put it where you really want it. And last but not least, our infrared foot soaks. So I'm going to visually demonstrate them, not the sauna though, because that's a bit big and that's in the clinic room. But again, bringing in all the energy and removing stiffness, pain, inflammation, and good for colds and flu. So this is 350 Rand per person or per couple. That's about $19. Not that Americans will be flying here for this or anyone else, but just to put it into perspective. So they're double saunas, and you're getting both near and far. And here's our panel. I've showed this one to you before. This one is operating near and far in the 660 to 850 nanometer zone. And it's on special. All of these are on special. So you can read the special prices there and save now. And this is lovely because you can hang it from the ceiling or you can hang it on the wall close to you, wherever you need to be. So you get a wonderful radiant light covering the whole body. And this is, I'm showing you here, this particular client was clothed and covered in blankets because of getting cold. But here's our panel shining down with the infrared lights far and near. You can't see so closely, but there's an earthing strap attached to the client, and the client's on an oxygen drip. So this is what happens very cool in our oxygen drip clinic. And this particular client had a really, really intense encephalitis, brain fog, cognition problems, short memory problems. So it was even more applicable to put it around the head. And you'll see also that you can use the goggles if you find the light too bright. And then let's have a look here. Now I'm going to pick up some. So this is I'm going to show you our red heat lamp. Now there's three sizes. IL60 is the strongest, deepest penetrating, IL50 and an IL45. And the screen size itself is 15 by 16, but the radiation is obviously much, much broader. So you can really do the whole upper back, the whole lower back, the whole back if you like. You'll just have to position it behind you or next to you or wherever you do want to put it. And it's going to have all those effects. So let me move off the presentation and bring this one up. This is a nice bureau, and nice thing is also it pivots. So you can pivot it, very nice. And then we're going to switch it on. And there we go. I'm going to turn it slightly sideways. You can see it's not a deep red. So the heat coming out is the heat from the very intensive light, which causes particles to move very, very fast. So there it is. The best thing about this, it's got a timer. All my devices have timers, except for the panels that have just the red light only because they're cool. So here we are. It's very nice and warm, and it's infrared. So the time is important so you don't fall asleep with the heat on your skin by mistake. So that's our wonderful infrared. I'm going to put it down here. Nice and warm on my legs. And then let's start the presentation again. The next one I'm going to present to you is this is a magic little infrared device. I'll make it bigger, but again, it's an IL35, so slightly less deep penetrating, but it's still very good. Excellent. I've used it. And there's our sales price, and doing all the usual infrared far and near. So this one here is lovely to operate as well. It also tilts. You also get a tilt with it, which is nice because you can also tilt it right up and down your back. And then we've got various different speeds over here. And lovely, lovely and warm. So this would be the red light and the infrared. And then two more major ones. We have our magic mat. Okay, so this one here I'm still learning about. So it looks like this to start with. And then when I use it, it should start up any minute. There. All right, and this is the one that's got the far and near. The little silver ones are the far infrared, and the red ones are the red LED, the red light. So this one you can honestly, you can put it around your head, you can put it around your arm, you can put it around your leg, you can put it along your back, you can lie on it, you can put it in your front. Obviously, you're having the lights facing you. It's just wonderful. There's a lovely strap that you use to strap it on. It's connected at the back. And then you have a very fancy little device here, which you can play around with and get it exactly how you need it. So this is just magic. This is a multi-purpose mat. It's also IL35, sorry. And then you can see there also the prices. So you're getting about 25 to 30. The other one I wanted to show you is our panel. And I'm going to show it on the side as well. This one also has got infrared holes and far infrared and near infrared panel. So you're getting both here, which is fantastic. This one here also you can hang from the ceiling, or you can hang it on the wall behind you. It will go over the whole bed. You can see on the website it covers the whole bed. Above you it will cover the whole of you, and you're just sitting in this beautiful, beautiful glow. So magic panel. Look, the one panel, and then that's our desk stand, another desk stand one. And there's our magic mat, multi-purpose mat. You can see over there, it's behind the bed. So very versatile, all sorts of areas of the body that you can use it. That's why I think it's a magic multi-purpose mat. And the one I've just showed you now, this one, which has got far and near. It's light, it's easy, you could actually travel with it. All of them you can travel with. And then our long-standing infrared light sauna, foot soak. Here it's heated, it's got magnetic therapeutic properties, bubbles, foot rollers, it's foldable. That's about the best, one of the very best things apart from the infrared is that it folds flat, fits in your suitcase. So we've got on a wonderful deal down there as well, very wonderful, wonderful price. So that sort of wraps up the infrared devices that I have, that I've brought to you. I've really searched and I've got for you what I think would be the best. I think the best thing about the red light is that you do feel very calm, because the blue light is not calming at all. It's absolutely overstimulating, and suddenly the pineal gland just says to you, thank you, I appreciate this red light. So before I forget, when you go into the sun, obviously you're not going to be using sunglasses, because that's going to be defeating the whole object. Look, if you're going sailing, playing golf, playing sport, etc., I'm not talking about extreme periods in the sun at all. That's not advisable or healthy. But to spend time in the sun where the sun can directly come in and interact with your glands is exactly what we need. That's what's going to produce vitamin D for us, basically, and regulate our hormones. So no use going out there and putting sunblock on, because you're not going to get any healing effects. Yes, you're blocking the harmful rays, but that doesn't mean you're not burning. So, and most of those sunscreens are actually toxic. So it's best just to choose your time and be in the sun wisely. Our ancestors knew about this. So I'm going to end off by just reminding you about my great high-low reset, which is part of my doctorate, the framework, where we do iterative processes, purifying the physical and the emotional, the initial assessment and an assessment afterwards to reset. And in between all of that, we would look at the holistic ancestral orientation as well. We would look at the quantum machines, the EPIC software. We would look at infrared saunas, acupuncture, oxygen drips, all the nutrients from 365 Healthy by Choice. And so it's an interplay of a lot of factors that are potentiating healing. And that is what I've brought to the world. So insofar as holistic health and well-being is concerned, I share with you from time to time and honor the people that have helped themselves. Physician, heal thyself. And that's what it's about. It's not about me helping. I'll educate and guide you and assist. Moral support, if you like, but you do the healing. And that is one of the biggest accomplishments ever. And it's a long trajectory. It's a continuum. It's not a destination. It's a journey. So what are we looking at? We're looking at who am I? And while you're doing your work, living your life, being with friends and family and so on, you're living your life, but you are living your purpose. So let's celebrate our innate ability to heal. And then also the whole holistic quantum well-being aspect at my center, which is a healing sanctuary. The clients just relax the minute they drive up the driveway. And they get out and it's calm, it's quiet, it's serene, and lovely indigenous garden, and they just want to stay. They don't want to go. So I share that with you too. And then just to end off here is that these are all on special. You feel amazing for many days afterwards, and it's really experiencing another next level of wellness that I bring to you. So from fatigue to radiance, infrared light for the whole body. And the last slide would be just to assist if you want to go and have a look at what's on sale, and you want to buy online, there's the shop, and you want to book the center services, there's the login. So have happy days and lots of lightful days. As I said in the beginning, this is not replacing sunlight. So get out there, put your feet on the ground, earth yourself, breathe deeply. I always say to people, there are two huge balloons inside us, and inflate them and deflate them. And do that every time, because we're just not doing it. So let's really get onto the health and well-being. Thank you so much.